I want to talk about a topic that's been getting a lot of attention online lately, which is crazy because it's all about not wanting to be online anymore. I'm talking about third places.
I promise I'm gonna try and have an original take in this video.
Also, we're just gonna pretend that I didn't disappear for like 6 months. Okay, bye! Third places, as the name implies, are a third place that exists. Humans spend most of our time either at work/school or at home, so third places acted as a space for recreation. These places usually took the form of cafes, parks, malls, arcades, skate parks, etc. But now, with more and more people working from home, these third places have become more of a necessity in order to balance our lives. Issue is, with things such as the pandemic and us being a chronically online generation living off of Doom Noodles and Red Bull, we've essentially become a bunch of hermits playing Minecraft and getting our sustenance from Doritos. This and so many other things all led to us losing these very important places for the human experience. But oh boy, do I have a whole chapter ready for this one. There are many reasons for this. One of them I briefly mentioned up top, the pandemic. I remember when I was 15 years old in grade 10 and my mom was like, "Did you hear what the scientists are saying? They're saying the pandemic is gonna make people not want to go out anymore." But little 15-year-old Dylan was like, No, mother. Humans not wanting to go out? That's insanity."
She was right.
People have gotten so used to living from their homes, and the pandemic caused this schedule behavior to be normalized and internalized. This was only increased with the popularization of remote work. Remote work is amazing, don't get me wrong, I'm studying a degree with the whole goal of completely going remote. But this caused our homes to become both our first and second places, giving us even more reason to stay at our own spaces. Another reason is that modern technology just makes it so much easier for humans to live from their homes. Things like Uber Eats, Amazon, and DoorDash ruined Americans, and we as South Africans know damn well how easy it is to order Checker 6060 or Mr. D. Students hold study sessions on Discord servers, friends hang out in video game lobbies, and I know I sound like I'm just telling you to go out and touch grass, but I honestly can't judge. I myself am on 12 different Discord servers. I'm not active on them, but I'm on them. Continuing on the whole pandemic thing, a lot of places just closed down during the pandemic. I study at the Northwest University at the Potchefstroom campus, and the amount of places that just got closed down during the pandemic is crazy. This place used to have a steakhouse. A steakhouse! Not to mention, it had its own diner called Die Jonge Akker. That essentially just got turned into a glorified storage room, and it's not just us. Campuses across South Africa have lost an insane amount of third places, to the point where students literally just go to class, then go back home. And that's it if you don't play any sports or if you don't like going out into clubs and stuff. Parks are no longer getting as much care and attention as they used to. Overgrown grass, rusted playgrounds, dirty, used tools of substance abuse, both legal and illegal, even took away this important third space for kids and teens. Now, I will also add, not all third places are gone. Some still exist, they're just, Okay, I want to get something off my chest real quick. So here's the thing! For the life of me, I cannot understand why everything on earth is so expensive. Now, go-karting in general is usually affordable once every few months or so, but why am I paying 100 rand for 15 minutes of go-karting? And yeah, you can go to the movies too, but then you have to pay your kidneys for a box of Astros, and there's always that one damn couple that brings their kids to the theaters who doesn't even understand the beginning of theater etiquette, and I don't expect them to. I expect you as parents to tell your kid to be quiet in the middle of a movie because they're disrupting the entire experience, but I still can't really be mad at that because I know way too much about mental illness to be mad, because chances are that poor kid just has ADHD, and I know it's a struggle, I really do, but sometimes I wish we knew a little bit less about neurodivergence so that I can actually just be mad at a kid who's, instead of just feeling bad for them, and I can just call them an annoying little Another issue comes in for small town people, because I come from a small town that has almost nowhere to go unless you're a raging alcoholic or an adrenaline junkie willing to risk their life to climb up a small hill to hang out with fish eagles and peregrine falcons. And that's an issue for almost every small town. At least I had a skate park in my hometown where I had to sneak out to go to because my parents didn't like the influences there. And honestly, they were just a bunch of cool skaters. Were they stoners? Probably, but that's neither here nor there. That very same skate park became a hub for drinkers and druggies to do some non-kosher stuff, and that is sadly the fate that fell upon a lot of public, free, open third spaces. The main point that I'm trying to get to is third places aren't necessarily gone. They're still there, we just don't really go to them anymore. And because we don't go to them anymore, they're disappearing because it doesn't become financially feasible to maintain these places anymore. So to make them financially feasible to maintain, owners have to shoot up the prices and even add prices to things that didn't have prices to begin with. And third places, I would argue, are more important for adults. Making friends in adulthood is a lot harder than it was in school or in uni. It's no longer about matching pencils or studying the same degree as someone else. You have to physically go out of your way to meet people. And with third places disappearing due to us not being there anymore, this task is gonna become increasingly difficult. Day by day, the loneliness pandemic is getting worse and mental health issues are increasing as well. We need third places today more than ever, but we also need to make these places more accessible. With inflation going through the roof, not matching the income growth, it forces people to not go to these third places like theaters or the gym. Malls are becoming less and less of a third place, with food courts and general seating just disappearing in order to get more people to actually buy stuff in the stores. The concept of a local arcade feels more and more like stories of yesteryear. In order for third places to not completely disappear off of the face of the earth, it's gonna have to be an active decision to go to the places we have left. The few remaining parks that still have some semblance of maintenance. The local park run on Saturdays, and if your hometown doesn't have one, then join or even begin a running group. And yeah, theaters are expensive, but it won't break the bank to go once every couple of months. These places will only continue to exist if we make them exist. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram for more content, and then follow me on Threads and X to keep up with the channel because I literally disappeared for like half a year. Yeah, I promise I'm not gonna disappear like that again for like a solid while. But yeah, I still don't know how to end videos. Have a nice day. Bye.